22.
All right. That's it. All right, I think we should get started right now, Lisa. I'm so excited about Reinventing the Woman 2023. I can't hold it in any longer. And I know that I am so blessed to be on this journey with you.
Thank you. Well, Lisa Charles, called the Yes Coach, help you find your yeses. This is probably one of those yeses I need you to find coming. But I always think it's really interesting to know. I mean, here's these two girls. I'm in Florida. Christine's in New Jersey, and two girls get together, both authors, have a plan and have a vision to change lives, right? I mean, that's the backstory, it in a nutshell. And here we are doing this take two live video about, I think, what will be an extraordinary event.
So, Lisa and I are here today to really give you some information and hopefully help you overcome some of your fears about doing something that you deserve, that you are worth it, and that you are enough, that this is something that we want for you to experience. And it may be life changing for you. It may be something that you just need to reset mentally, or you may just need to relax and maybe get to know your amazing self that you may not have been spending enough time with in the last decade or 2 or 3. And the two of us are, I would say, are lucky enough in this world to have, number one, cross paths. But number two, we both have gone through extraordinary, I would say, adversity, reinvention, and have gotten to a point where we had the choice to be safe and live that maybe average life where, you know, we had the jobs and the whatever success was and the money and the security of knowing what's next. And we both decided that that wasn't our path in life. And we've written books and we're now speakers. And with all that we've learned in the decades of just networking with people and meeting people and hearing their amazing stories, we've gathered so many pieces of advice, not just from our lives, but from others, that we feel so strongly about sharing that with you. And that's yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to say, it's like at the heart of it is passion.
Right.
It's like, it's not just a series of information. You can go anywhere and get a series of information, a workshop here or a yoga retreat there. You can really get certain experiences. But what we wanted to do was put together something that you couldn't get anywhere else. And that's at the bottom line of this. We're both extremely passionate people about bringing just a life of transformation to as many people as we can. And the idea of coming up with a really wonderful, not just the location, but the experience, kind of a journey, a transformational journey that really is going to touch on everything from the brain, the body, the interconnectedness, your mindset. You know, I always think it's all in how you think, how you move, how you breathe, how you fuel your body, how you sleep, all of those components, the integrated you to have a place and to have a program and to have a process that the two of us could share with really what is going to be an amazing group of women, with the idea that when you come to it, you're at one point in your life, and when you leave, you're at this transitional, transformational time where you're going to see the world in a different way. You're going to really see your purpose and really what is there for you to do, perhaps through a different lens. And that, I mean, that's thrilling for me. That's exciting for me, that possibility for you. And I can want it for you. And I think today this is a really great opportunity for you to hear just not only the things we'll do, but the passion behind it And then, we'll talk through, like, what is it going to look like? Like, what are the things that might in the past have stood in your way from doing something that's extraordinary in your life, right?
And I think we spent a lot of time, Lisa, a lot of time working
Yes.
out, working out, what does this look like for us? And this was something that we both always wanted to do, was to, what would it be like to take people in an immersive, like, beautiful environment where there was no outside distractions. There was no, extra pressure of whatnot. And I want to read this to everyone because this is what we came up with. And it was, are you ready to unlock your innermost power and begin the life of your dreams? And it's time to reinvent yourself. It's time to create a life that's uniquely yours. And what this is about is an immersive, stimulating, all women's, all inclusive, life changing retreat. And we pick these verbs very carefully about ignite your passion, craft your personal vision for an age defying life. And that is what we're going to be working on. So for people who say, oh, is this just yoga? Is this, physically demanding? Am I going to be able to keep up? Yes, because it's not just one thing. Just like your life and your wellness is not just one thing. So we're here to talk and really open the dialogue on all those different levels. And by making it all women, we're hoping that it gives a little bit of comfort, maybe a little extra safety, feeling that we are all women and there are so many things we have in common, so many obstacles we have in common. And that is what we want to share with you today is, don't be scared or fearful of coming to this, because we've talked a lot. We've done a lot in our lives where we're scared and this is uncomfortable. And those are the best moments of our life.
Yeah. It's when you learn. It's like on the other side of that moment is just endless opportunity and possibility. But if you don't take the moments, you miss them. And if you think in your own life, there are moments when an opportunity came your way, and maybe you shied off for reasons of, no, like for instance, this, it's too far, or I don't know if the money, or you have these reasons, and sometimes you put them up as a guard. It's just really kind of protecting the fear and keeping you in one solid place. And I think one of the things is just coming to that term of, are you worth it? I really, at the end of the day, a lot of times I'll ask myself, am I worth it? If something is there and I know that this thing could be really brilliant in my life and really inspirational to me in some way, you have to know your value, your worth. Of course, that's something that we love working with. We both coach and we both do a lot of programs to help people ignite that more. But this is just making that determination for yourself and not letting fear stand in your way of what's going to be perhaps one of the greatest experiences of your life. You don't know. Every day that you walk could be the greatest experience of your life. So I'm always open just to say, don't limit yourself, right?
Limitless. I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen for a moment because I think it is really important to take a look at the resort and what is. Let me just get rid of that for a second. Just to take a look at, if I can get rid of this. Don't worry, all good. Dun, dun, dun.
And I ask, when you see the pictures, just if you can almost close your eyes for a moment and just start to envision yourself there, because that's a powerful tool in any aspect of your life. But start that visualization from what you see, what you think it would feel like, what you think it would smell like, just to really immerse yourself in what we have to offer. I think what Chrissy's going to pull up is the brochure, which is just going to give you a lot. you know, for those that maybe that came on and said, okay, all right, well, you're talking about where is this thing? It's in the Dominican Republic, so we'll be very careful and say exactly where. And that is the Villa Serenas, which happens to be in a gated area. It is really not surrounded by any other hotel, so it's not really where all of the touristy aspect of the Dominican Republic is. So you really have this sort of secluded and protected area where you can really grow and heal. So that's just an overview, an aerial overview of exactly the premises as they are, which is gorgeous.
So just to kind of go on with this very quickly, let's see if I can control it here. All right. It's very touchy today. All right. Oh, that's it. That's why. Okay. Wants me to click over. So many people saw this, and we really want to clarify that this area, and I know you see yoga, you see kind of mindfulness. Yeah, we are going to be having some, mindfulness, some stretching. And I want everyone to be aware that yoga is really just being present for yourself, breathing. And, we're going to walk you through some really great classes that don't have you with your feet above your head or standing on your head. And if I always hear, I don't do yoga. I don't have a yoga body. Listen, this is for everybody, every fitness level, every age. And both of us are fitness professionals. I'm a chronic disease fitness specialist. You are in good hands when it comes to worries about your joints and mobility, as well as Lisa. So we are here to keep you safe, but give you an amazing experience that will invigorate your body, improve circulation, and hopefully make you feel like $1 million. And this is actually,
look at that.
Oh my gosh.
You can see any class done at there.
Yes.
They have a certain class that they're doing, but with what I bring to the table as connecting the brain body, you can imagine really doing very wonderful breathing exercises, core work. There's so much. So any exercise that you think that's going to enhance the body being done in that vista with that view is what's going to happen.
And that's where some of our, that's where we plan on doing many of our, little talks or lectures on certain subjects like hydration and, like you said, the brain body connection, and giving you ideas that you just may never have thought of before. And some of the current research that's out there, that's what we love. And we want you to walk away with these turnkey ideas about how to live better.
And it's going to be so interactive, even in the midst of us sharing information, it's really going to be that give and take, because we're invested. It doesn't matter the size of the group, we're invested on each individual in your individual experience.
So here is Villa Serena, which is amazing. And again, we just wanted to walk you through a couple pictures. I know that, many people have this brochure, but all rooms have ocean views. So you're all on the ocean. There's a private pool, private beach. We're going to be going on some excursions, which we'll talk about. You'll hear more about that as it gets closer. But everything here is secluded. This is a tropical oasis. And there is nothing else to bother you. This is not in the hustle bustle of the city. This is not we're going to, go out clubbing kind of thing. This is about you. It's about taking time to nourish your body and your mind. And this is where it is going to take place.
And I just want to say, when we say secluded, I think it's really important to know that this is extremely popular resort in terms of some of the administration of the island stay at this resort for vacation. And so it's a highly secure place as well. But there is the opportunity really to explore and just the beaches that are around. I think we'll have some other pictures, but there's a lot of beaches and other just beautiful, beautiful areas that we can explore outdoors, which we will, with some like hiking and such.
Which everyone is, this is not hiking up a mountain, which we also want to dispel, but it may be walks. And, you know, and again, this is every level is accommodated, every age. So, you know, don't feel like you're not going to be included in things if, you know, you're not a high level athlete. That's not what this is about. So, just quickly going through the rooms, there's two different types of rooms. There's deluxe and superior. Some of it's with sizes. So if you want to double up and bring a, you know, bring a girlfriend or a family member, and you want to stay in a bigger room, you can choose that. So that's really just the main big difference with those. And it gives you some pictures. Look at every room has a balcony. Every room has an ocean view. And we decided that we want to make sure that you're eating and nourishing your body and, you know, your mind and your soul, right? So they're offering a plant-based menu. These are top chefs. And, you know, there's gluten-free, there's vegetarian, whatever is your diet that is offered. So don't feel like you have certain restrictions. Anything can be catered to you regarding the restaurant, which is amazing. We'll have our meals together.
And some will be indoors and some will be outdoors. We have some flexibility on that. But the thing that you can really rely on is that you're going to get the best nutrition.
This was the Shala. That's what we were showing before, where many of our, you know, talks and our gatherings and classes will take place. And then this is actually a picture of the private beach. These are actual pictures of the resort. We did not pull these off of anywhere. And what we're probably going to do one day is that one of the most beautiful beaches in the world is Playa Rincon. And we're definitely, I think definitely going to go to that.
Yes.
As one of our excursions, which is, oh my gosh, breathtaking, Lisa. Do you have another word for that? Breathtaking.
It's just going to be life transformational, I think. Sometimes being someplace where you're really dedicated to pulling out the best of you, that combination of being in a place like this is just going to enhance the experience.
Now, I know one of the, you know, one feedback or a piece of feedback we've gotten is, you know, the pricing and whatnot. So make sure you understand that Lisa and I are here to work with you in any way that we can, and that you can put down a $250 deposit and break up some of the payments. Also, take a look if you can grab a friend, maybe grab two friends. You can stay with up to 3 people in a room, which significantly cuts down on pricing. And I also want you to think of that you're not paying for meals. You're not paying for tips. All the transfers are included. The excursions are included. So basically, you could put this down and put out $0 extra if you so choose. So just to keep that in mind, and also you're worth it.
Yeah. This will just be an opportunity that it's not one that you see every day. It's not the run-of-the-mill opportunity. This is something that's going to be so enlightening for you, and it's very personal, and it's very directed to each and everybody, because we're invested that everyone really gets that kind of immersive experience. And I really think, you know, just on the pricing side, I mean, if you just went someplace and it only covered breakfast and you were lunch and dinner, I mean, the prices really are not high at all if you really had to take care of everything. We wanted to make this so you didn't have to think about everything taken care of, and us being able to really form that close bond as a group as well.
The other thing that we need to mention, Lisa, is that there will be some amazing swag bags that go along with this as well. And we have some great companies that are kind of being sponsors for this retreat, one of which is Rolga, which each of you are going to be getting a Rolga myofascial massage with grooves in it. So information will be coming out. You're going to be getting some skincare from New Skin. Everyone is going to be getting a little piece of, I would say, jewelry flair. How would you say that?
Well, I would say it's our special type of jewelry. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you will want to. It's not one of those throwaway things that you say, oh, what is this? I got it in place. I think it's something that you want to use over and over again. It's something special to commemorate this experience. You're going to get some bands. I know that there's going to be some supplements. So there's going to be just an assortment of all the aspects of how we keep you healthy. So this is not a one-offer, right? Christy, we never really thought about it as like, oh, just come to this and good luck.
Right.
Here's the things that we're sharing. We're creating a community. We're creating a journey. We're creating something that is a lifelong, I hope, relationship as we journey. And I say, getting into that way of being able to challenge yourself and your brain and your body and your beliefs every day. So this is just one of those little challenges just to get there, but then get that mindset of how do you continue this for lifelong.
I'm going to jump in, Lisa, and say that this is a sisterhood. This is a sisterhood. So at the end of this retreat, we will be truly sisters. I mean, Lisa is already my sister, but that's different. We figured that out already. But this is for us to share our sisterhood with all of you. And that is what I think we're talking about as well. This will continue. There is actually a Facebook group right now called Reinventing the Woman 2023 that, we will be sharing as we get closer and closer to the dates about more information. And, you will be getting mailings, you will be getting itineraries. And we have a couple minutes left for today, but just so that you get an idea of what to expect when we get there, our travel day is Thursday. So everyone's going to be coming in. And the first thing we have on Thursday is about 7:30 in the evening to 9 is going to be our retreat meeting where we're going to do, our expectations and objectives. We're going to talk about how to embrace. Lisa's going to talk about the brain-body connection. I'm going to talk about courage and overcoming fears. And we're going to start kind of ice-breaking a little bit of getting to know each other, why we're here. And you will also have a journal. We're going to be sending you journals that you are going to have some journaling and some reflection the entire time we're there, even on your way from the airport to the resort. And from there will be certain times throughout each day where we'll meet and we'll have meals and everything is designed with a flow of brain body, and there will be a lot of reflection, put it that way.
Yeah, and a lot of just an opportunity for growth. So, one person's experience can just be enhanced. We're both so dedicated to making sure that you walk away and say, wow, this is the most amazing thing that I've been through, and it has changed my life. That's what we start with. That's how we put everything together with that in mind. And so we're just excited. We're excited. People have already been signing up. People are coming in, but I have a vision of what it's going to be, and as soon as I have my vision, that's just the way it's going to be. So we're looking for a full house, but it'll just be us at that resort, which is pretty amazing.
All right, Lisa, with that said, we are just about out of time. I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful for everyone that has listened to this, and please reserve your spot. This is going to change your life. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.